couldn't get rid of that air pocket in the back, and I drove it around for a while and it's overheated like quite a bit. Hit the max on the gauge, the very top line, and blew the top of the radiator tank. Engine still seems fine. Might have a busted head gasket, but I'm pretty sure it's this cylinder that's overheating or misfiring. So I've got to get the radiator out, and while that's out, flush out the cooling system, take out the thermostat, maybe just remove it completely, and then probably get another coil pack, figure out why this thing is misfiring, and give it a general clean while things out and there's some space. Anyway, I'll get to doing that and just remove the top clips here, and undo the hoses and take the radiator out. Oh, I've got to take the airbox out too. Alrighty. Radiator's out, clutch fan's out, thermostat's out. Big old. There's the splitties. Alright, so I got bored waiting around telling Andre what to do, and just looked at my radiator. Never pulled the radiator apart before because you know, always just fucking replace them. And I had a look, since this is an alloy core, it had me thinking. So I opened her up, and yeah, sure enough, it's just a plastic top cap pressed down. So, alright, well, Skyline V35 radiator has arrived. Hopefully this fits the Stagea, because the Stagea NM35 radiator itself from PWR is $1,000. So I thought to myself, hang on, I wonder if there's a Skyline radiator for it that's aluminium, and sure enough, there is for $180. So let's see what this is like in quality, and also fit it to the car. You can already see there's a few layers, but that's nothing bad. That ain't bad. It's got a QC sticker. We like to see that. Overall, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. At least it's just one attempt at a weld, so no multiple passes. Only multiple pass I can see is over here. But that's just to weld the tab to the transition. Oh yeah, alright, let's get it going. Oh. The radiator also came with these AN2 barb adapters, so that's pretty nice. So if you've got AN fittings in your gearbox line, you can use them. Or just stick these on for using the stock hoses. I still went into this hole where the seams are and deburred a few bits of swarf. And alright, radiator's in. It's secured, but I will have to modify the bottom mounts. I have to move out a centimetre on each side. So now we'll let it warm up and see how she behaves. And also crack open the bleeder valve on there as well. See, I made my new bleeder hose setup. A bit of alloy from Hero S8, old handlebar. Barbed it and then drilled and tapped it. Alright, let it warm up. Alright. Snorkel refitted, airbox refitted. Everything's sweet, it's all warmed up. Just in time too. So now I gotta go to Divots and pick up some scoots. Perfect timing. So we're up to temperature. Already going for a little lash and gearbox is a bit slow letting it shift itself. But then again, I do need to change its fluid. I need to get some of that Nissan-matic fluid. Temperature needle. If it moves from that position, there's another issue. Oh, that's Misfire City. Really doesn't like the low revs. Definitely got to be a coilpack issue, yeah. And then ECU caps would go on these things just yet. Anyway, we're here. Let's see how many scoots we've got to pick up. Alright, there we go, back home. Got the scoots, a couple of Xiaomi. I've gone ahead and ordered myself a set of coil packs, but being a free Saturday I had today, instead of being at A-Spec, I decided why not pull it apart. So I did just that. Pull it apart, check the coil packs. Actually noticed the gap sizes, and the gap sizes on the spark plugs themselves seemed like they were 1 mil. So they just pulled them out of the box and put them straight in, and that was a big issue. So I gapped them all down to 0.7. Also gave it a wire brush while I was here. And what else? Yeah, gapped them down to 0.7. Gave them also a clean wire brush on the actual plug themselves to get all the crap off the insulator. Coil packs were sweet. Also swapped the coil packs around, so if a misfire is going to show up, it'll be on a different cylinder. So that's all sweet. Checked all the wires, all the hoses and everything. That was all sweet. And then one other thing, this clamp up here, is actually this clamp, but it was fitted backwards. So when you did it up, it undid itself from the actual housing. So it was never tight. So that seemed to be the source of the actual misfire, plus the big gaps in the plugs. So we'll go for a little lash. Very nice. And let's get that water off the brakes. There we go. Scoobaroo. Oh yeah, this will be so much more efficient on fuel now. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got a misfire. Oh, misfire again. So it's not as prominent, but it's still there. Yeah, see, when I'm holding a steady rev and then that does that, that's a misfire. Next D, shit printed out last night. There we go. Washer bottle lid and radiator overflow lid. These are made out of TPU. 2.5mm hole, lifting tab, and an inner lip in there so it locks and seals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, misfire is gone, but it's still there at 4,500 RPM and at full throttle, and occasionally at idle. So even though I've gapped the spark plugs and checked the coil packs, I still think one's a bit funny. So we'll replace that guy and keep moving on. Alright, engine cover on. Went for a little drive and these held up sweet. So rainy day at A-Spec. Also fitted my Skyline wheels. So I got that poke fitment and painted the text white just for wank factor. It's 4-wheel drive, so I'm going to keep it raised. I'm not going to drop it. I reckon it looks pretty beastie.